Next is Dylan and Daniela. They did the Argentine tango straight tens.
This was good.
It was very good. It was precise, clean. It was sharp. I mean, flicks, gauchos. I mean, he had everything going on in this dance. Daniela obviously is like
Well, she's
a
a Ferrari.
sensation. Yeah. You're driving Ferrari Lamborghini right now. So
No, he held his own.
he held his own. Like she was doing, the incredible tricks and stuff like that. But he's the one that's executing them and making her do those. What, triple spin, double spin? What was that?
It was like a figure skating trick.
Yeah. I mean, I think my favorite part was honestly the beginning when she did that big lean and then she quick got into the arms and then got on the shoulder. I loved that sequence.
I love Danielle's choreography. She is so clever and so smart and always she doesn't like rinse, wash, and repeat. She finds new ways to innovate each season.
Yeah.
And I really admire that about her because it's not easy. It's not easy to choreograph in and out like this.
Yeah.
But I would say he was grounded and stable. I think that he was a good partner for her. And that is not easy to do, especially in Argentine tango, because ballroom we're trained to be so up, and Argentine tango is not something that I think any of us really trained in. It's very different. It's a social style. So to be able to master groundedness that way and be there for her so that she could then be a Ferrari and do that around him is not easy. And he really rose to the challenge. I think.
I'm just going to say one thing. I am yet to see a couple do a sensual Argentine tango. And I'm not talking about you having to make out or like touch lips. I'm talking about giving me the real deal.
The intimacy.
Yes. I want you to act this 1.5 minutes out. That's like stare into my eyes like you're obsessed with me and we are in a relationship. This is lust. This is love. This is like, I'm yet to see that.
Well, in Argentine tango, there's a true leader and follower. And I think when we get to show tango, it's all about passion and strong and explosive and impressive. And if you go down to like the nitty gritty Argentine tangos that we love to watch, it's
Gil Marini,
so
shout
much
out.
less. Yeah.
He's the man. He did one of the best that there ever was.
But that being said, this was, I think, the closest to a ground. They did seem grounded and together.
Of course, yes.
I was very impressed. I was like, there's a touch of that authenticity.
Yep.
There. No?
Yes, no, you're right. You said something different between the show tango and the tango, and 100% because of where tango comes from and what's in its foundation. Like, who are the players? What does she represent? We love referencing Paso Doble. Oh, he's the matador and she's the cape, and Paso Doble is all about shapes. Why? Because I'm shaping, to lead the bull around me, and it's a big thing, and I'm so much smaller, and that's the effect, right? So you represent that effect. Well, in Argentine tango, we know who the players are. It's not a Disney description, but if you approach it that way, what you represent, and then you put in all that passion and you need a leader to lead. And I'm not saying you need a leader and a follower. And while you were speaking, I'm like, oh man, is it Daniela? Is it her fault that he didn't stand out because she's that good and you just can't? How do you stand above that? Like, how do you stand out? But no, I mean, he could have, with her being this way, allow himself to look like he's making this happen. The entire Argentine tango, what I didn't see, I saw the connection. I'm giving him that it was a better performance than last week. Just has to be said.
I had that down too. No.
By
Much better.
He's done the job, Dancing with the Stars job, and
Yep.
stand in the same playing field with Robert job, and getting himself into the next round. All those boxes were checked. The box that was not checked is the fact that you're still saying that you're not satisfied that he grabbed her, he took her in, he did that thing. And I'm watching an Argentine tango where she is dominating, So if you're into that sort of thing, it's awesome. But I'm not watching a male, leading and making these things happen. So when that trick and she goes trrr, bang, first of all, the whole beginning, it's all him. Like I gotta give him his flowers
For
for
sure.
that.
What do you mean?
I
His
mean,
strength. It's all his strength. And
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole
strength and
intro.
also on one leg, the other
Insane.
straight. I don't know if there was a like specific. This is the shape that you can do it with, but it's all your lower back. He put on a crazy strength job.
Beautiful.
She gets up, turns herself around, but she's doing it in his arms. So like, there's got to be also him present. He was unshakable. It was awesome. I loved seeing that. And dare I say, their version of little over the hip thing, ba ba ba, was way better than Mark and Whitney's. Exact same moment in an Argentine
Oh,
tango.
they did a very close step, like similar step.
Similar in vibes, and I felt like because finally he was standing out with Daniela as like she's that he did that. So that was a glimpse of what I love about Argentine tango, but I
Yes.
didn't see it the whole dance.
Well, I will disagree just slightly. Not disagree, but I think that what I'm getting at is that he was grounded. She wouldn't be able to dance that way if he wasn't leading her or like being there for her. We
Being
have
there
all
for her and leading
seen-
a two.
True.
But didn't she make a
But-
comment though that he is?
Yes.
She
They were
made
like-
a comment in the skybox that
She
like you
said
don't
that she's
realize.
excited for people to see him actually lead because as a female pro, you're doing a lot of backleading basically.
Oh my
And so you
God,
don't
of
get to
course. But
see
I'm
them
not saying
do
so.
it.
Yes, it was better than the last, because last week we were criticizing that he's just getting lost
Mm.
with her, behind her. They were awesome. They were great. He executed awesome, but there were levels that were not.
I think in a nutshell, we've all seen Daniela dance around men, even pros. She's powerful. So we've watched her do that before because she can, and sometimes she needs to do that out of necessity. I felt like I was watching them dance together, and that's a testament to him and the work that she's doing with him.
I can agree with that.
I can agree with that too.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. But I can also say that if you didn't get enough of him just dominating her, in that dance sort of essential
for
whatever
me,
way,
it's
it's not gonna happen.
In between these, like, grrrrah, like then like
Breath.
breathe, ooze it, like come closer to me, sniff me a little bit, then like go away from me, like
I know
I-
an analogy.
Do you know what
when
I
he
mean?
goes like this,
Mhm.
with her the bend back and
Yeah, yeah.
kind of like all that. There's a way to do it when it comes from you being that close together. You know what I'm saying? Like where it's almost
'Cause
like the
it's
hip
sensual
area
stuff.
together, and then she just
Like-
bends back.
Yeah.
He does it in a way where he almost watches Daniela do that step.
Well, there's a
And
difference
he's
between
an
like
awesome frame for her. He shows masculinity that way and all that, but it's not the same. It's just not the same.
there's a difference
splitting
between
hairs and all that.
guttural movement and like kind of moving from a primal space, which we do as ballroom
Love.
dancers.
Primal space. Ooh.
A little.
Pete
I
is
love
gonna
my
use
cherry
primals.
coming in with primal.
Stop it, you little.
Award-winning
Mm.
cherry. Okay, just asterisks.
Love this.
But there's a difference between doing that and then doing steps. And that's the hardest part about teaching someone to dance, right?
Yeah.
Is like getting them to a space where they're doing the steps. Okay, let's take it a step further.
Yeah.
Getting to that.
But the lights, the look, the dress, the feel, the setup, the way it all came together was just awesome.
was awesome.
It was
Amazing.
they did a 10 check. Let's keep it moving next week.